We go on a lot of field trips to museums and botanical gardens. Like, we do that a lot. And most of the places we go to are actually free to get into using a reciprocal membership. So today I want to show you how you can do the same thing using a pass you might already have. I'm Hope, these are my kids, I also have a husband, and we're the Forever Learning family. If you have 2 or more kids, you've probably noticed that admission adds up really fast when you're trying to get into a museum or botanical garden, and that's a deal breaker a lot of times, which is so sad because these are really enriching experiences. So I figured out a way to get into museums for free with just one family pass. I'm not selling anything, I just want to show you how to use tools that you might already even have. So the secret is reciprocal memberships. What you do is, if you have a pass to a museum or you're buying one, you want to see if it has the benefit of reciprocal admission. These are collections of museums or gardens that have all agreed that if somebody has a membership into one of them, they can get into any of those museums for free. There are some exceptions that I'll explain later. So my favorite is the North American Reciprocal Museum Association, or known as the NARM, and I just go on their website and look up my state, Florida, or you can look up your city or category or whatever, and it'll show you all the museums in that area. And since I live in Florida, which is very rich culturally, there is no shortage of cool places I can go just in a day trip or even just within 40 minutes of my home. So you can also look by category if you're looking for something specific. This is awesome when you're traveling because you can know that whatever city you're going into, you'll probably find some kind of free museum that you can get into if it's a larger city. Another great one is the AHS, the American Horticultural Society. That's the Botanical Gardens and a lot of historic estates. And there are just some beautiful places where you can truly spend all day there and still not see everything, even if you're not like super into nature or like, I mean, I can identify like 3 kinds of trees, but I love those gardens. So here are the different kinds of reciprocal programs, a lot of acronyms, just broken down for you. The first 4 you get in for free, the bottom 2 you get half off. So I hope that's helpful to you. Also, just remember, this doesn't mean you can walk into any museum and say, I get in here for free. But, for example, the Biltmore is $64 a ticket, and you can't just use your reciprocal membership there. A pass that I recommend, and the one that I currently have, is the Edison Ford Winter Estates. That's in Fort Myers, but you can just have them mail your pass, so you don't even have to go there to visit it. You can live anywhere in the country and ask for this. So $100 is for 2 adults and up to 4 kids, and that gives you NARM and AHS and time travelers. So that pays for itself in one visit to the Atlanta Botanical Gardens. Another one is the Western North Carolina Nature Center in Asheville. That's a pretty cool zoo itself, but it's only $69 for a ASTC and AZA membership for your whole family. So that could be a really cheap way to get into science and children's museums on their passport program and to get half off at zoos and aquariums. Another option that I recommend is the Great Explorations Museum, which I already mentioned. If you buy a $150 family pass there, you get into NARM, ASTC, and ACM. So that is a really good deal as well. So again, you just go on the website of the reciprocal program that you're interested in, filter it as you need to. These are all museums in Florida I can get into for free. And when you're there, you show them your pass and say, I'm with the ASTC or the NARM or whatever. And they should let you in. Though there is a 90-mile exclusion for some museums, so you might need to look on Google Maps and make sure that the museum that you're trying to get into isn't less than 90 miles from the place your pass is located. Now you might be thinking, well, this isn't supporting the museum at all. This is just being a cheapskate. But they have these programs so that we visit them because museums make most of their money on donor support and on government funding. So as far as I can tell, what's much more valuable to these museums than our tickets is the fact that we're coming and that we're showing their donors and the government that these are valuable institutions that need to keep getting millions and millions of dollars. Every time that we go to these museums, the staff seems to really appreciate our foot traffic, and they're always really impressed with my kids, and it seems like we're genuinely a blessing to the museum by just being there and enjoying it as it's meant to be enjoyed. So I hope you get to go on lots of really cool adventures with your family. Hope this was a helpful tip. Thanks for watching.